America. You're here with your hosts, David and Preston, today, back at you with another podcast about a serious issue.
And in today's serious issue, our podcast, we will talk about fake news and effects on society.
I just don't get it. Why make fake news? I mean, yes, I get it. You want to get views, but it benefits nobody, and when viewers figure out it was never real news, they'll just stop watching. If news reporters just had legitimate news that didn't sound anywhere near fake, they would be fine, even although there's a lot of fake news. According to theconversation.com, fake news stories were seen by only a small fraction of Americans. Also, according to a podcast broadcasted by Stitcher.com, an article was posted on their Facebook page, and what do you know? They checked it for validity, and it turned out to be fake.
Well, the problem is that there is so much fake news out there that people don't know what is real and what is not.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's basically just a matter of if you believe it or not.
Well, you can believe anything you want, but it's just a matter if it's true or not.
Yeah, that may be true, but there's got to be at least some real news out there being reported.
Thing is, everything crazy is being reported. It seems like none of it's real because how crazy reports are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just have to take the risk of believing it until it is proven to be false.
No, what is really annoying is how it spreads online within a matter of minutes when it's released and how it can just go viral.
Yeah, like say some story about a boy getting kidnapped and raised by his kidnapper. Most likely fake news. And right when someone sees it, it's already reposted on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, etc., or whatever kind of social media anyone has public access to. That sort of story in any matter is just malicious anyway.
True. It spreads like wildfire over the course of a couple minutes when released on a big social network.
And it can actually harm people in different ways, too. For example, say a news network says something along the lines of, there's no more oil underground in the United States. People are most likely going to spend a lot of money on buying oil to sustain their vehicle or vehicles, and they don't even know that it was a fake news report.
Yeah, because then all that happens was people spent almost all their money on oil when they didn't actually need it. And now then they may be on the verge of bankruptcy, all because of fake news. So they could lose their house, personal belongings, and even their vehicle, which they bought all the oil for.
There you have it, another reason why fake news in any form of reporting, be it articles, News Channel 9 or News Channel 7, the radio, whatever it is, all it does is affect people in negative ways. And it also has an effect on education. With more and more research needing to be done in schools for essays or projects, whatever it is, with all the fake news, articles, and websites being published with all false information, how can a student get accurate results for the assignment if all they can find is fake information? Yes, checking the website for credibility helps, but even that can be faked. In today's society, everything can.
I see where you're coming from here. Even if you check the website you are using for credibility, the creator may have just gotten information from the top of their head, thinking they are a know-it-all. Even if they know literally nothing about the subject, for example, work could say, if you put sugar in your gas tank, the reason it doesn't start because it's cleaning the gas tank, when really it melts, it caramelizes, runs through the system, and just wrecks everything.
Exactly. People who think they know it all could easily be part of the issue, when really, if you think about it, it is usually the quiet, not so know-it-all people who actually did the research on effects of something like putting sugar in the gas tank. They are the ones who should be posting what happens, not the other people. Personally, I think there should be specific classes in school on how to spot out fake news, articles, and other fake media sources, because then the people who take the course go on to college, the professor would not discover it is false information and fail the student when it wasn't the student's fault.
Yeah, classes would be a good thing, but it would be hard to teach them for the whole year. School boards would have to figure out an alternate length to teach it. According to Alexa Lerman from the USnews.com, conducted in a survey, results found that only 42% of millennials validate the accuracy of a news story.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, it impacts education more than people know. Just like the college example, a student may be failed because of false information, and then they say goodbye to their future.
Well, fake news can impact society in violent ways too.
Why do you say that? I don't think it could in violent ways, even if I really think about it.
Well, you have to think harder. If an article is published saying multiple criminals have escaped from federal prison and are in your area, people may start buying dangerous weapons and can turn on each other based on trust issues. Because say someone is related to one of the criminals that escaped and say you are friends with him or her, considering they're related to a criminal, wouldn't you rethink your friendship with the individual?
Oh, okay. Now I see what you mean. I would definitely cut them off from my life in any way, shape, or form because I'd never know what they could do. Now just thinking about that situation gives me the creeps. Ugh.
See, there's multiple ways fake news can impact society as a whole. Really, it could even probably harm the government somehow. I'm sure there would be a way.
Well, guys, I think that about wraps up today's broadcast. You've been tuning in to David and Preston, and we're out.